buying time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Florida Gators offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They went to overtime last year in Knoxville, and even though the Big Orange got the win, this was a bit of a turning point for Florida in a positive way, and one that likely propelled them the rest of the year.
It was, and I know a lot of Florida Gators look back on that game and think that that's one they really should have won. In the first half of that game, they kept shooting themselves in the foot in the first half, down close in Tennessee territory. But at the end of the day, it was Tennessee able to pull away, and every time these two teams play, Dave, there's no love lost. Expect this one to be close again.
No love lost, and I tell you what, I was left wanting more last year because Florida scored with under 30 seconds left in the ball game, and I was like, go for 2. Go for the win. They played not to lose, and then they ended up losing in overtime. I want to see Florida come out here play to win.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. He'll pull it on the read. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
They booted away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Volunteers offense has the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Off the play fake on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Hunt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Give to the single back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's ball. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play or line.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man quickly. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Using the quick game.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Leaves it with the back. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Volunteers are on the move. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Aguilar. Got his man on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
On the play. First and goal, Tennessee.
The Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll leave it with him. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Billy Napier fought his way off the hot seat last year as the Gators broke a 4-year bowl drought, something not seen since the mid-'80s in Gainesville, and this is a talented team with expectation.
They're riding a lot of momentum. You beat Ole Miss, you beat LSU to finish the season. You've got DJ Lagway back at quarterback, so there are a lot of people really excited in Gainesville for what these Gators might do.
And the schedule is incredibly challenging, but yet no longer the negativity. And now believing in Billy Napier, believing in Lagway, one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country. Interested to see how the Florida Gators look this year.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the tight end outside. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Hard running there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's got him. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Coming up, 4th down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires into traffic, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Oh, what a move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. He's got him in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Caught behind the line. It's Sturdivant. And And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sturdivant. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Leaves it with the running back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it! The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Livingston. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the shotgun, the inside give. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Lagway. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
They booted away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Matthews. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, Florida, Tennessee never disappoints. We figured this could be a dynamite matchup all week, and it has delivered. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Vols and Gators.
And the Gators will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. quick throw out to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
By the receiver. He's brought down at the 33. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And first down for the offense.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Second down coming up. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he got loose. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wood took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will give them the lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab for a big play. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Quickly to the tight end. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Picks up 1. Offense facing 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And the Gators are on the move. Handoff to the single running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Card in the backfield. It's Wilson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control them. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
The Volunteers line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Puts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the right. Finds his man, it's Jackson. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I like the idea of calling a screen there on 3rd down, but give the defense tons of credit, making the tackle and now giving themselves a chance to get off the field.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1. After the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Aguilar. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Takes the handoff. It's ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
Now, a 4th down.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this to seesaw back on top here in the 4th. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's 3rd and more manageable as opposed to 3rd and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
Kick is in the air. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Using his legs, it's Jackson.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's flag way. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now on 2nd down. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. This is a designed run. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Hunt is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get them ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Fires toward the end zone. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds a little space. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Vols decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Handoff to the lone back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Gators will call on their punt team.
Formation to kick it away.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down, and that made it more manageable. But obviously, the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this position. There he goes! Oh, what a big play for this offense. offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Extending the play. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them. A 5-point lead here in the 4th. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Pulls it in easily enough for the first down. There he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Bring in the heat. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to the ground. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. There he goes! Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Aguilar. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset.